again. I get it a lot where people say, when I do your drill and I try to push the ball, I fat it a lot. In other words, they're thinking that they're pushing to the ball, but they're pushing and it's causing a horrible shot. Now, the point is they're not pushing. They think they're pushing, but they're not. Now, if I'm going to do a demonstration here, when we see a tyre, every single student I have, when they see this tyre and put the club behind it and start hitting it, we will see immediate lag. In slow motion, you will see immediate movement like this to that tyre. You'll see the hand go that way, and you'll see the club being dragged into the back of the tyre, just like this. You will see that every single time. You'll also notice that when they hit the tyre, they will always come from this very strange thing called into out. You will never see them go to the tyre. Have a look.
Yep.
You will never see them go to the tyre and do this. Out to in. Out to in. You will always see them looking at the back of the tyre and pushing straight into the back of it from this mythological, very, very difficult thing, into out thing to do. Now, when they come to a golf ball, it's a golf ball, it's a white thing, has to go up in the air. The brain does not see that as a tyre. It doesn't think it has to lag to it, and what it will do is, as the person takes the club back, the first thing I will see is this. It's called casting. They will throw the club out at this point, and at this point they start to move what we call out to in. As they come to the ball, they begin their lift. Casting comes from lifting. Casting comes from lifting, and casting will cause this. I'll try and do it. There's that horrible fat. That's me taking the club, throwing the club out, and then coming to the ball, and bam, it crashes into the ground, and they come through and they go, oh, there's that drill that Dylan told me, and I always fat it. Now, basically what I'm saying is that they haven't actually done what they thought they were doing. Now, we're going to do a demonstration. Seb's going to come over here, and he's, if you can video on that side, we are going to test. When Seb hits this tyre, we will notice he will lag to it. He will lag to the tyre, and what I want him to do is lag to the tyre and then lag to the ball. So in other words, you're doing the exact same movement you do to the tyre to the ball. Good. Good. Well, that was pretty nice. The length of the swing was extremely long for the drill, but I'd be interested to see if there was lag to the tyre and if there was lag to the ball. I would like to see it in slow motion at a later date. You can hit it a little bit harder, so you lag it in. That's it. That's it. Now do that to the ball. Okay, very good. Very nice. Now, I'm just going to jump in again, if you don't mind. The point about this brain of ours, the brain is so intelligent, it is ridiculously intelligent. When the brain sees the ball, when I see this all the time, I saw this with Mickey Hornick, because the brain sees the ball, the action changes. Here it's simple, here it becomes very, very difficult. When the person takes it back, the first thing the brain does is casts it out. That cast is already causing out to in. Okay? We're not going to cast over here. The brain casts over there. We're now in out to in. Now the brain is struggling to get this back to the ball. It's doing all sorts of things. And we start to get that horrible cut that you hate. Although I would take that any day of the week. Everything gets thrown over the top. And also, what we saw with Seb, and I'll put it into this video, because I videoed it tonight, it's there. So we put it on the video. Seb did this on the golf course, so he goes like this, okay? So everything flips up, everything goes over here, because the brain is trying to recover what's going on. It's trying to recover it. It does it in less than 1.2 seconds, which is pretty remarkable. Okay? Now, what I was trying to explain in step was that if you do the tire drill, you will automatically come in from here to there. This is this strange thing, this into out that everybody would love to have. Okay? Yeah? If I come over here and do the same, it's a perfect drawn shot at a distance that everyone would die for. It's an A-tine, it's gone out to the 150, and all I did was get that feeling of going BAM into the back of the ball. Now the brain knows that it has to lag into the back of the ball. The lag creates masses of power. It comes from this into out position, and we've hit a perfect draw. So casting comes from lifting, lagging comes from compressing, and both of those are instinctive. That is instinctive, and when we get to the golf ball, we want to train this instinctive with the golf ball. Done.
Very good. About 6-7 minutes.